Alright, shalom, shalom. I want to start off this camp by saying all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving me the opportunity to come out here and prophesy today. I do want to give double honors to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precepts upon precepts and line upon line. My name is YAHAWAH for the camp of prophets in Babylon. Alright, but I do another camp about the kingdom of heaven. Our last camp, I talked about how I wanted to talk about the kingdom of heaven, and I did some research here and there, read a chapter, a few, and I wanted to talk about Isaiah 61, because it goes into what's going to happen after World War III, after when all hell break loose, after when the dust calms down, everybody's weeping mourning for the lost ones, everybody's trying to see where stuff's supposed to go, or who is going to be the next rulership, who's going to be the next power and on earth. All right, and the next power on earth is Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. All right, and to even take it home, I saw a video from Canadian Prepper, I believe like a few days ago. Well, I think yesterday, literally. I watched it yesterday. Basically, how he was talking about how after the thermonuclear missile destruction, everything's not going to be the same. He's talked about how I believe he talked about how other nations are basically gonna fight for the top. All right, but that's not the case. All right, because we know according to the scriptures, when War III ends, all right, YAHAWASHI is gonna reign forever. All right, he is going to reign forever. Nobody else is gonna reign. Matter of fact, actually, let's go to Second Esdras. All right, and I got my phone split screen, so I could actually get the precept because I don't have the Apocrypha book. So Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. It says this. Whoa, that's the wrong scripture. Second Esdras chapter 9, verse 6, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I got the wrong one. But it says that Second Esdras chapter, what is it? I got it wrong. I know it's verse 9. Know it? Just do this down. The end of damn. I know I'm not wrong. Second Esdras 6 verse 9. Yeah, so I had it. Why did it not pull up? Okay, it doesn't matter. Second Esdras 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. Alright, and that's the time we're entering into right now. We're entering the age where Esau Edom, the white man, his America that he loves so much, is coming to an end. Alright, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth it. So when this world be destroyed, and this is basically Esau Edom world, he's ruling in wickedness. That's why everybody is not happy. Everybody is basically mourning. Everybody's depressed. Everybody is in a bad mood because Esau Edom ruling. As soon as that got destroyed, what's going to happen? Happiness is going to come to light. Alright, true righteousness is going to come forth. Why? Because righteous people is going to be ruling the earth. Alright, and that is Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You're not going to see no damn Chinese ruling the next kingdom in the next few centuries. Or even though they pump themselves thinking that they are, they're not. That's never going to happen. Or you think Russia's going to be the next? They're going to get nuked by America too. Or you think Israel is prophesied to get nuked. You think the heathen of Iranians or the Palestinians or the Canadians or the other nations? No, they're not the next rulership. Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the true Israelites, are going to rule in the kingdom of heaven. Our scripture says in 1 Corinthians, let's grab it real quick. I want to grab that scripture, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. That's 2 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 24. It says this, then cometh the end, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to YAHAWASHI. All right, and what is the end? Esau Edom. Even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power. So YAHAWASHI, the only begotten Son, is going to put down all ruling and power under him. He's not going to be sharing no rulership with another nation. There's not going to be no other nation being against on top of Israel. It's going to be Israel on top of everybody else. The so-called true Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And you mingle Israelites are scattered among the heathens. All right? You guys will be in the kingdom of heaven being ruled over the other nations. All right, you're not going to be in captivity anymore. That is basically the good news. All right, towards you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino American, you're going to be on top of everybody very soon. All right, some of you 2/3 Jakes are not listening to this side, and it's already prophesied that you 2/3 Jakes are going to die. However, it's not called reincarnation. You're going to come back through the loins of the elect, the man of the Lord that is going to be saved in America, that is going to be delivered because they did the right thing and the best of their ability, and then you're going to be, enjoying the fruits of the kingdom of heaven. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. That's what's going to come to pass for you.
Excuse me, can I subscribe to you?
Subscribe me? Yeah, go on your channel. It's, what's it called? My name is Prophets in Babylon. You can type it in. Prophets in Babylon.
How do you spell it?
Oh, Prophets? You just use your microphone, like PHRO. Damn, I can't even type it in without seeing the words. I can type it in for you, boss. Right here. Prophets and Babylon. See, Prophets in Babylon right there.
Press subscribe.
That's the my leader. That's my head camp. This is Fort Lauderdale. So I go Fort Lauderdale. You Hebrew Israelite? You're Israelite? This is me right here.
I'll check it out later.
Later?
You subscribe?
We already subscribed. GMS.
All right, bro.
And that's GMS right there. That's the people I follow. I listen to. So you're the children of my okay. But anyways, going back to the point is that basically you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans are gonna be on top. And you other heathens, so-called heathens that are actually Israelites, you're going to be reincarnated back to your true heritage, all right, in your right mind, in the right place, and you're going to be in the kingdom of heaven too, through the elect loins, not through the ideology of Buddha or Allah or some bull stuff like that. All right, the true name is going to be brought out, YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI.
What's GMS?
GMS?
Yeah, I got to remove that on my history.
GMS?
Yeah, that's what you just typed in.
Oh yeah, GMS is GREATMILLSTONE. That's basically the man of the Lord that taught me. So I basically learned from under them. I just prophesied and I was always. That's why I said if
you'll pop up.
You pop up. But yeah, that's basically it, and that's what's about to come to pass. But let's go back to the scripture. The point I wanted to grab was verse 25. If I'm not mistaken. It says this: "For he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet." Hold on. Yeah, for he must, who is he? YAHAWASHI, the only begotten son. He's the one that's going to come down, put all the other nations under his feet. All right? Look, some of you guys believe that the kingdom of heaven is all about you holding hands and being happy with one another. That's not the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is literally one nation ruling the whole other nation. They serving the other nation. All right? And you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, you guys are going to be on top of them. You're not going to be in the bottom. You're not going to be in the gutters anymore. That's what's going to happen after World War III. All right. And I'm not only talking about the elect. All right, because you 2/3 Jakes, you other Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino American, you guys are actually bugged out. All right, some of you man out there are sodomites. You women are sodomites. Some of y'all pedophilias. All y'all bugged the hell out. Y'all serve the word of Jesus when that's not the power you're not supposed to serve. You serve Buddha, Allah. Y'all eat abominable foods. Y'all overweight. Y'all not eating right. Y'all not mentally correct. Y'all out of order. Y'all disrespect your parents. Y'all shoot each other. Y'all be acting unbehaviously in the streets. You guys are degenerates. You guys are liars, murderers, pedophiles. I said pedophiles again, but I got to emphasize that because a lot of Jake does it. Y'all all are hypocrites. You guys are 230. Y'all messed up in the mind. So you guys will die on this side when America be destroyed. But however, through reincarnation, you will enter the kingdom of heaven too. And the kingdom of heaven is not going to be reigning with other nations. Like I read, YAHAWASHI is going to come and put down all the other nations under rulership. All right, everybody's going to be under the rulership of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. All right, and let's say the nation going to fight back. They're going to lose. All right, in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have perfect bodies, spiritual powers. They're going to lose. They can't win against Superman. What the hell are they going to do? They can't do that. Matter of fact, let's grab book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 25. All right, because this is what's about to come to pass. We already in the age of where they're about to enter World War III. So it's a matter of time when the kingdom of heaven is going to come and all you nations going to go in captivity. And it's going to be forceful. All right, just like how we serving you in this day and age, it's going to be the opposite way around in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to serve the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, and Americans. All right, it seems far-fetched now, but very soon you're going to see it. It's going to be reality. It's going to be a real, it's going to be a reality for y'all. All right, Esau, Edom, the Americans and the other nations, they can't see it because your pride is up in the sky. Y'all are very prideful. Y'all had everything you know, who will blame you? You guys got your own land, you got your own woman, you got your kids, you got your house, everything. You living it good. So you don't see that happening, but you will see it happening. You don't see it in your head, all right? But very soon you're gonna see it. You're gonna see your kingdom being brought down to the grave, and you're gonna see us above you. All right. Let's grab a Jeremiah 51 verse 25. Well, verse 20 actually. Let's grab it real quick. Jeremiah 51. What chapter is this? This is 52. So I'm oh yeah, 51. Verse 20. It says this: Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war. For with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So with who? With Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino, and American. He's going to use you, Jack. First of all, is the elect men, because those are the men that's going to be delivered out of America. He's going to use the elect men to destroy the other nations, to brought down to the grave. All right, to bring them down, to bring them to subjection. It's not going to be no overtake of, all right, guys, you know, we walk up to you, be like, you know, we're above you now, so you got to listen to us. You cannot listen to that guy anymore. He's in captivity. No, it's going to be a slap in the face. Slap in the face, listen to us. It's gonna be a punch in the gut, like you dragging the dirt. That's how it's going to be. All right, why? Because you guys treated Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and American as such. You treat them like that for all those years and centuries. Every nation had a hand in the downfall of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. Had hatred for them for many years. So when the kingdom of heaven come to pass, it's not gonna be no, oh, I'm sorry. It's just gonna be hand to hand straight back. You know, you're gonna slap the elect man's gonna slap the shit out of you, other nations. You're gonna be seeing tanks flying all over the place. You're gonna see cars being exploded, buildings being crashed down, saying that you're gonna rule under us. You other nations, you're gonna start trying to fight against us, but that ain't gonna work. Bullets gonna deflect off our skins. Your ass gonna try to shoot off a rocket launcher to our face. It's gonna disappear somewhere else. You're gonna look next to you, you're gonna see your mom's house exploded. You're like, what the fuck? Look, man, it's gonna be an utter destruction, an utter L. Because it's going to be that bad. Or it's going to be that bad. After when War 3 is done, it's gonna be a huge subjection under Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. A lot of you nations gonna try to start a fight. You're gonna try to start fighting back, and it's going to fail. It's going to fail miserably. But it says this. Why? Because we're the Heavenly Father battle axe. We're a weapon of war. We have spiritual powers. We're going to have powers that you couldn't imagine in your life. All right? Verse 21, it says this: And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and the rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariots and his riders. So your military strength. All right? Esau Edom boasts about his strength through his weapons. All right, mainly his airplanes, his F-22s, his B bombers, his Abrams tanks. But what the scripture says, he said, we're gonna destroy his chariots, we're gonna destroy his riders. So they could try to fight back, whatever they want to do. We're gonna destroy all of it. It's gonna be easy peasy because we're gonna have spiritual powers. It's not gonna be that hard. All right. Continue on. It says, with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and maid. So we're basically gonna be beating the crap out of every nation. We're beating the crap out of everybody. We're gonna bully you nations. Just how you bullied Israel, you're gonna be bullied you back. That's how it is. All right, Galatians 6:7. Be not deceived, God is not mocked. For whatsoever man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to the flesh shall the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the spirit shall the spirit reap everlasting life. You other nations have reaped after the flesh. So what you about to reap? Corruption. And it's gonna be a corruptible hand coming to your face. All right? And righteousness. You're gonna get your ass whooped. You're gonna be building the houses of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. All right, it's so-called because that's the label you guys put upon them. You call them black, a negative term to make them look bad, to make them look like they're dangerous people, when they're really actually chill people. All right, if you really knew Jake, if you look around Jake is actually a chill people. They don't like drama. They stay at home, they behave, they do what they gotta do. Now you got some demon ass Jake out there, but knock them in the head there and there, and they good. The true demons are Esau, Edom. They're the one who's going around the world conquering other nations and raping, ravaging them for no reason, just because of a belief that they believe in. That they're the true hood people. They're the true niggas. Not those Negro, Latino, and American. They're not true. They're just raised up wrong. Y'all put some hood music in the streets. Y'all put sexual activity in the TVs to make the black woman go off. Y'all put the foods in a neighborhood and basically made them eat abominable stuff. You nation have done that. So it's gonna be a payback time. It's gonna be a revenge, a sweet revenge story. It's not gonna be no, oh, I'm sorry, please forgive us. No forgiveness. No bullshit. Jesus Christ bullshit. It's revenge. It's payback. All right, and we're gonna get our revenge. We're gonna put all you nation under subjection. All right, we're gonna put all you nation under subjection. That's what's gonna happen after all the woe and the high climax of World War III. You all gonna be under subjection under Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. All right, there's not gonna be no Fallout Boys or Halo or some those fantasy movies where there's a nuclear fallout and now people are trying to survive. No, it's not gonna be nothing like that. Now there's probably there's some clouds here and there, some states, stuff like that. I don't know specifically, but I do know one thing, that all you other nations are gonna be ended up being subject under Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino, and Americans. First and foremost, you are under YAHAWASHI, because this is his kingdom, and this kingdom is gonna last forever. It's never gonna crash. It's gonna be perfect. All right. Let's continue on. Verse 20. Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 21. It says this: "And with thee will I break in pieces a horse and his rider, and thee will I break in pieces a chariot and his rider. And with thee will I also, and with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and a maid." Verse 23, "I will also break in pieces with thee and the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces captain and rulers." So Xi Jinping thinking that he's gonna rule the next when World War III ends, he ain't gonna rule shit. His ass gonna go into captivity. All right. Oh, what's his name? That man that rules in North Korea. His ass gonna go into captivity. Every nation gonna go into captivity. Every nation that think that they're gonna be the next power is gonna be going right into captivity, because they're not. Who's gonna be the next in power? Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino, and American. YAHAWASHI. YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI kingdom is gonna be in rulership after World War III ends, and it's gonna last forever and ever and ever. You're not gonna see like I said, you're not gonna see no joint heirs. All right, you're not gonna see no collaborations with another nation. All right, Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, with the blessings, it says that a nation shall borrow from you, and you will never borrow. What does that mean? That means that they're gonna ask us for shit, not the other way around. Right now we're under the curses, so we ask them for stuff. We're subject under them. But in the kingdom of heaven, it's gonna be the opposite way around. They're gonna be asking us for something. They gotta give us a loan. They gotta give us a good credit score to make sure they're credible to pay us back for the thing that they want. That's how it's gonna be. All right, it's gonna be subject under us, under Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. Nobody else. That's what's gonna happen. These people, like I said, a lot of people think that when War III ends and stuff hit the fan, that another nation, Europe, is gonna rule. Oh nope, it's gonna be France. It's gonna be it's gonna be China. Nope, it's gonna be this. It's gonna be Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino, and Americans. It's gonna be them. All right, y'all already see the chariots. You guys call them UFOs. We prophesied about that for like 20 years. We said the UFOs are basically the Mosai chariots. Those are his ships. Those are his battle weapons. Y'all don't believe. But y'all seen them every single day. There's one in Miami. Now there's one in Chicago. There's more around America. There's more there's all over the place. That's not a coincidence. Scripture just told you that those going to enter the thief of the house. Who's the thief? Esau, Edom. Did he not steal this land? Yes, he did. It's going to be a curse upon him in the day of the Lord judgment. Is it not around America as we speak? Yeah, you can search it up. How many UFO sightings in America? It'll show you the whole map of America is covered with dots. Like, you could look, man. The prophecy have not lied. It's just that you guys have not believed it, and now y'all finna suffer the consequences of not believing it. Y'all finna learn it through death by pain. Let's grab that real quick. Yeah. 2nd Esdras chapter 15. Let's start at verse 1 real quick. Let's start at verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord YAHAWASHI. All right, so word prophecy of the scripture in the Bible. We tell you that America's about to get nuked. We tell you World War III is about to come to pass. We told you specifically, we said that Russia is going to go to war with America. They're going to go against each other. That's happening as we speak. Everybody thought they had a peace treaty because they talked in Alaska. They thought everything is good and sweet. But they just gave Ukraine ICBM missiles to strike Moscow. And Putin just sent submarines next to America border. So there's no peace treaty. It was just straight up fake. That was all fake news, and y'all need to start actually looking at the news and actually start reading. All right, you Israelites, so-called Negroes like tuning in America, y'all don't like to read. Read for once. Stop being lazy. Look at for once. These prophecies actually coming to pass. All right, the peace talk that they had was all bull. It was just a show. It was for show. They're planning to go to war, and that's coming to pass as we speak. And the YAHAWASHI put the spirit upon us to tell y'all, because he wanted, to tell y'all of what's gonna come, because it was gonna come. All right, but it says, I will put thy mouth, no, the words of prophecy which I will put in my mouth, said the Lord YAHAWASHI, and he did that. Aren't these all these things that we had, the prophets had warned of the is coming to pass as we speak? Yes. We said back in the days, I remember they talked about how troops gonna be in your cities. Troops is already coming down. Trump is damn near saying that he's planning to put troops in all the other states. Like, that's what more proof do you guys need that YAHAWASHI is not playing around with you jakes? What more proof that you guys don't believe that the kingdom of heaven is gonna come and you other nations gonna be under Israelites, so-called Negroes like to in America? What proof do you guys need? If the World War III prophecies come to pass, if Jacob Trouble's about to come to pass, the mark of the beast is about to come to pass, how much more the kingdom of heaven? How much more for the rulership of YAHAWASHI to come? You think that's not going to come to pass? You other nations? Good luck. If you don't think that, then so be it. Your ass gonna be you're gonna be put under captivity. All right, the ones that do survive World War III, you're gonna be put in captivity. You're gonna be going to work. You're gonna be going to work. All y'all about to become carpenters, electricians. Y'all about to become a plumber. Y'all about to become y'all about to become architects. Y'all about to become good ass mathematicians because you're finna build our fucking castles. And that's what y'all about to do. All right. So let's read this again. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I'll put in thy mouth, said the Lord YAHAWASHI, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3, fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulities of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. And that's towards you Israelites, so-called Negroes, like to the Americans, but I could use it for you heathens too. Well, you guys can't really believe because it's not for you to believe. But I'm trying to say that you laughing and scoffing toward the prophets, thinking that it's not going to come to pass. You're going to get a reality check very soon that all these prophecies that we did speak is going to come to pass. And YAHAWASHI is coming for you for what you have done to us. He's coming for your ass. All right? The prophecy is going to come to pass, and he's coming for your ass. That's what's going to come. And you can't stop it. You can't hide. You can't be like, oh my gosh, help, I'm sorry. No, it's too late. It's too late now. All what you guys have imagined against us, all what you have done against us, all the hard work you got put us to go through, all the suffering, and y'all just laid back, had fun. Look, you going under captivity. There's no if, buts, when, and how. Look, man, you're all going to captivity. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled by Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. They're going to be on top. All right, you're going to see the elect in their own castles. You're going to see Jake, the two-thirds Jake that died on this side and the reincarnated self. They're going to be living in the suburbs. They're going to living good. They're going to be living okay. All right, they're going to have many talents. They're going to be the beauty of the world. They're going to be the fashion of the world. People's going to wander after them. All right, it's going to be a peaceful time. Peaceful, because they're going to be on top. They're going to be on top. Right now, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, you in the bottom. There's no doubt about that. You can't escape that. You can't run away from that. You're in the bottom. All right, especially the men. Or the woman, she far gone. Forget about her. Forget about her. The man, you at the bottom. The woman, she out the universe. Her head is not on earth anymore. Her ass is in another dimension. I don't know where she at. But the man, everybody's gone. Everybody's screwed. But the kingdom of heaven, everybody's gonna be A-okay. All right, but going back to the point, it says this. I said captain and rulers. Jeremiah 51. Let's go back to Jeremiah 51. Let's read 23 again. I'll also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen, and with thee will I break in pieces the captain and his rulers. Verse 24, and I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all the evil that they have done to Zion in your sight, said the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So he's going to do everything that you guys have done to Israel. He's going to do it right back to you. He can recompense all the judgment you have done to Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino American, back to you in captivity. All you heathens that get captured in the day in our kingdom, you're going straight to captivity. Yes, you're going to be going back to your land. You're going to do, you're going to rule, you're going to have your own government, woo-de-woo, but you're going to be subject under us. You're going to be subject under our rules, our regulation, what we tell you to do. We say this, you're gonna do it. If you don't do it, we're gonna come and beat your ass up. And your nation, and your mama, and your kids, and your auntie, and your grandma, and your lineage. Your great-great-great-grandfather's gonna get his ass whooped. That's how bad it's gonna be. You're not going to escape. You're not going to escape. You're not going to escape. That's how bad it's going to be for you other nations. After World War III, all you nations go into captivity. After World War III, all you nations are going to captivity. There is no la-la land for you. There is no ruling over the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. We're going to be ruling over you. And that's how it is. It is what it is, right? So going back to Isaiah 61, verse 1, it says, the Spirit or the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM upon me. Hold on, I think it was 60 or 60. It was 60, Salakia. Isaiah 60, verse 1. We could read 61 too. I'll go back to 61 later. But Isaiah 60, verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, the truth. The truth is come, the light. The truth of what? The light of YAHAWASHI is come. All right, and the glory of the Lord Yahawah is risen upon thee. The truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding risen upon the elect. All right, for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. So basically, great wickedness is growing upon the earth, and that's happening right now. Gross wickedness has grown upon the whole earth. Everybody has gone off. Everybody done. No, everybody's shit stinks. And that is true fact. But what? The Spirit of Yahweh BAHASHAM brought out the truth to bring you back to the right way, to bring you back to life. All right? Because the scriptures will show you how to live life, how to have patience, how to love your mother and brother, your father. All right? How to walk in the right manner. Are you man out there, how to be a man, woman out there, how to be a woman? Are everybody in order? Everybody just not be polite, be kind to one another? You know? That's the light of Yahawah BAHASHAM. He didn't teach no hate, no love, no law. No. All right? People he teach, be healthy, have discipline. You got to understand to have discipline. All right? Don't have no damn attitude. Take a shower, be clean, be in order. Man, put your woman in order. All right? Woman, you're not above man. You listen to your man. Shut the fuck up. All right. Kids shouldn't be out of pocket to your own parents. That's straight to death right there. I believe usually when if I'm not mistaken, when the kid get out of order and they don't want to listen to the parents and they don't want to do what the parents told them to do, you pick them up. I believe you throw rocks at them. You put them to death. You teach them a lesson. Discipline your own kids. You know, and many more things I can't bring out of my head, but I'm pretty sure y'all will understand. Trust in Yahawah BAHASHAM. Don't think about what's gonna happen next. Don't think about the past. Just live in the now. You know, have a stable mindset. Take your time. Understand what is being said to you and respond back. Read careful. Read slow. Understand words. Understand the meaning of words. You know, it's a way of life. Just live life. The scriptures I have given you that. Is the way of Yahawah BAHASHAM. He has opened the light upon the world. Because what gross darkness has been filling around the world. Jake became dead. Became skeletons in the streets. Ezekiel chapter 38. You know? But if you get this word in the scriptures, the flesh will cover you up. But let's get to 1 verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to the light, the Israelites that scattered among the heathens. Or they're gonna come to the truth, knowing who they are, knowing what their power did and what they're supposed to do. They're gonna come to the light. And the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thy eye round about and see. All they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. Verse 5. Then thou shalt see, and thou flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee, and the force of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. This Gentile is actually talking about the heathens, because they're going to be under our rulership. So they're basically going to be giving Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, the abundance of the riches, the abundance of gold. That is the kingdom of heaven. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans, you're going to be set for life. You're going to be good. You're going to be spoiled every single day. Every day you wake up, you can see probably a Chinese person giving you a flat screen. I don't know what they're going to give you, but something that you ever wanted. All right, you're gonna be spoiled. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be a good person. Verse 6: the multitude of camels shall cover thee, and the dromedaries and Midian and Ephah shall they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praise of the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM. So they're gonna praise the Lord. They're gonna give you the greatest resources. All right, right now. Who do we give all our tax money to? Who do we give all our resources to? Israel. You know, the heathens that rules over there, Amalek. We give it to them. You know, because they're on top of the whole world. They're the one who everybody spoils. But when it's our time to rule, everybody's gonna do the same thing right back for us. They're gonna spoil us. They're gonna give us their pension of money. They're gonna give us the free food, free jewels of the world, the free technology. The free, everything's gonna be free for us. We ain't gonna be paying for shit. You know, the heathen's gonna be paying for stuff. They're gonna be the one that's gonna be asking, hey, how much this costs? How much this costs? How much do I gotta borrow for this? How much I gotta pay you off for it? How much gold I have to give you? That's what they gotta do. But for us, no, we can be like, I want that. And they gotta give it to us. I want that. Ooh, that girl look fine. I want her. Oh, that woman look fine. I want her. That's how it's gonna be. Everything that we want, we're gonna take. But everything they want, they gotta ask. They gotta ask, and we say no, they can't get it. Simple as that. Verse 7: and all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The ram of Nabahoth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on my altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory. Israel, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. Who are these that fly as a cloud? The chariot. Those are the chariots of the Most High, Yahawah BAHASHAM. And as the doves in their windows. Surely the island shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, and their silvers and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord Yahawah, thy power, and the Holy One of Israel, because he have glorified thee. So they're gonna bring in basically jewels, gold. They're basically gonna spoil us. I don't know a better word how to fancy it, but they're gonna spoil the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino Americans. First and foremost, the elect in the kingdom of heaven. They're gonna spoil them. They're gonna spoil them. Why? Because we're gonna be on top. They can't do nothing about it. No other nation gonna do nothing about that. All right. Verse 10. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. So they're going to be building up our houses, our walls, our castles, everything that we want. They're going to build that up for us. That's what's going to come to pass. All right, just like how you Israelites, so-called Negroes, like to the America, you building up the house, but you're not living in it. You building up the malls that you ain't shopping in it. You build up the household, but your ass is not in control of it. Look, man, you're going to build up everything, and you're going to be, they're going to build in it, and you're going to live in it. They're going to make it for you, and you're going to use it. They're going to crop. They're going to go in the field, crop the stuff, crop the grapes, and you're going to drink out of it. Some of you jakes love lemonade. Trust and believe. They're going to make a multiple lemonade for you. You want a strawberry lemonade? They got it already for you. Raspberry lemonade? They got it already for you. You want a strawberry mixed with raspberry, mixed with passion fruit lemonade? They got that ready for you. That's how it's going to be. They're going to be serving under you. Nothing more, nothing less. It's not going to be no, like I said, a rulership where it's asking or it's no. It's hey, I want that. And that's it. This is how they treat, look, this is how these nations had treated you guys in America and this nation. And how you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latin America, had to suffer through the bullshit of philosophy. And the kingdom of heaven, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latin American, you're going to be on top. You men are going to have multiple wives, not no one wife. And they're all going to be quiet. Because the woman talk too much. She talks a lot, man. I know a lot of you men, you want them to be quiet. And you finna have that peace of mind of quietness in the kingdom of heaven. Woman, you finna have a beautiful body because you guys love to have, you care about your beauty. You're going to be the most beautiful woman in the planet. You Jake woman, you Negro woman, you Latina woman, you Native American woman. You're going to be the most beautiful woman on earth in the kingdom of heaven. You ain't going to be touched by no other nation. No Moabite woman's going to be compared to you. No Chinese woman's going to be, Moabite, Chinese are the same thing. What the fuck am I talking about? But no Japanese woman going to be compared to you. No, Edomite woman gonna be compared to you. No, don't get me wrong, they're gonna be fine. Yes, they are gonna be fine. But you guys gonna be on another level. You guys gonna be in the top. All right, y'all gonna be like Lamborghinis compared to Toyotas. Toyotas are fine, but Lamborghinis, what the fuck? Who would not want that? Who would not want that? You guys gonna be the most beautiful things on earth. All right, you men out there want to be fast, strong. You can be all of that in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, your body's gonna fill on you in 2 seconds. As soon as you bend down, you crack their back. You dead. This is hell. But the kingdom of heaven is gonna be totally different. It's not gonna be in such things like that anymore. Let's get to you all real quick. Where is it? Where did I left off? So verse 10 it says, and the sons of the stranger shall build up thy walls, and their king shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Because in the wrath we have sinned against the Lord YAHAWASHI. We have went off. We have served other idols. We have served other gods. But YAHAWASHI is now giving mercy upon us. He's looking upon us. How he give mercy? By sacrificing only begotten son for our sins. YAHAWASHI. All right, and he's gonna bring us back to the kingdom of heaven in the right mind with a new covenant. Because he's gonna put the laws within our inward parts with new bodies, and we're gonna rule beautifully. All right, we're gonna be ruling in perfection, and that's the mercy of Yahawah. He gave us that mercy. All right, and he's gonna spoil us in the kingdom of heaven. Because why? Because we keep his commandments perfectly. We're gonna be walking perfectly. Right now we bugged out. All the jig is gone. But the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna be bugged out. We're not gonna be imperfect. We're gonna be perfect. All right, we're going off because of this flesh, but that's another topic. Verse 11 says this: therefore thy gate shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, that man may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their king may be brought. Verse 12: For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations will be utterly wasted. So all the kingdom nations that don't serve you, Israelite, so-called Negroes like to the American, the kingdom of heaven, they all gonna be perished. That's simply it. All right. All right, and it's not only under all so-called Negroes like to the American. There's some Israelites that scatter among the heathens. Or you got some Israelite that might look like a Chinese. You might have Israelite look like Japanese. You might have some Israelite look like a white man. All right, so it doesn't matter about skin color, it's about the lineage. All right, because this lineage, the chosen people, is gonna be in the kingdom of heaven doing good, and that's just how it's gonna be. You can't do nothing about it. You can't try to cry. Those are the people that's gonna have everything, and everybody that don't listen to those people in the kingdom of heaven, they're gonna be put to death. You're gonna be strapped down, destroyed utterly. Let a nation talk back to Israel in the kingdom of heaven. Let a nation plan about trying to overthrow the children of Israel in the kingdom of heaven. Watch how fast they're going to be overthrown, and they're going to be in captivity severely. They're going to get punished severely. It's going to be so bad to the point where they're going to be wishing that they never thought of it in the first place. They're going to be considering to themselves, what did I do to make these people that mad? It's going to be that bad. It's going to be so bad. I don't know how to explain it. I'm be doing too much. But it's just going to be bad. It's just going to be that bad. Let's read it again, verse 12. For the nation and the kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Verse 13. The glory of the Lebanon shall come unto thee, and the fir tree and the pine tree and the box together, and the beautified in place of my sanctuary. And I will make the place of my feet glorious. And the son also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee down. So the people that have afflicted us, they're going to come down and kneel unto you, Israelites, so-called Negroes like to the Americans. They're going to be kneeling upon you. You was forced to humble yourself. You was forced to hold your tongue when these people talk back to you. You was forced to shut the fuck up when they say something. In those days, they're going to come to you and kneel down to you. When you say something, they got to shut the fuck up. When you gotta order them to do something, they gotta shut the hell up and humble themselves and do it. That's how it's gonna be. They gotta bend down to you. They gotta humble down to you. That is insane, man. Verse 14, the sons also of them that afflict thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at thy soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of the Lord, Yahawah, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. So they're going to bow down to us. No talking back. No yapping. No, none of that. If they're not bowing down to us, we kicking them in the foot. We beating their ass. We're going to be royalty. We're going to show off. And Jake got salt. It's already bad enough that Jake got it's not bad enough, but I'm just saying that it's already bad that we're over you. And we're doing it in flavor too. And we're doing it in style, in a way that you guys can't copy us either. The heathens don't have no salt. Jake only got salt. And they can't copy our stunning them? That is insane. That's gonna hurt. Imagine you getting bullied by somebody and they're doing it in the most fashionable way possible and they look good. And you can't say shit because if you do, you're gonna get your ass whooped. That's going to hurt your pride. Especially Esau, Edom. He's the profitless person on the planet. He's gonna get hurt the worst. In the kingdom of heaven, Esau, Edom is gonna get it the worst the most. All right now, Jake is already better looking than Esau, Edom. The Jake woman, some Jake woman is better. Some. I'll say some. And some of them looks ugly, but some Jake woman look better than the Edomite woman. What do you think is gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven? Some Jake man stronger than you Edomites in this day and age. Majority of Jake man stronger than majority of you Edomites. Majority of you heathens. So what do you think is going to happen in the kingdom of heaven when we're going to have all glory and all perfect body and all perfect everything? We're going to be stunting on you every single day. Every time we breathe, we're going to stunt against you. We're going to be breathed better than you. I don't know how that's possible, but that's going to happen. That's how bad it's going to be. You're going to be under us. When I say you're going to be under us, the word under doesn't emphasize how low you're going to be under us, how beneath you're gonna be under Israel, so-called Negroes like to the Americans. It's gonna be that bad. The word under doesn't justify how bad you guys are going to be below us. Verse 15, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee. I will make thee eternal excellency, a joy of many generations, of many generations, of many generations, a joy of many generations. Damn. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of the king, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior, YAHAWASHI, and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. So that means you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, you're from be enjoying all the goods in the kingdom of heaven. And this side, you're in a captivity. You have went against the Most High. You have went against your Lord. But in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have everything. Right now, you're struggling. Right now, you're going through it. But the curses are lifting off of you. The curses are going off of you. You're out of captivity. You're not in bondage where you get whipped anymore. You're in bondage of tax and money and subject to payments. All right? But all that's going to be taken away from you very soon. All that's going to be taken away from you very soon. Because your captivity, America, is about to be destroyed. And it's coming in the hour. So great riches come to naught. And nobody's going to redeem America out of this judgment. Nobody could save it. Trump promised that, but Trump lied. Trump said he going to make peace. He lied. He lied. He furthered prophecy. That's all he did. He furthered the word of the Lord, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. And it's going to be fulfilled no matter what. Everything that Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI imagined according to the faith is going to be fulfilled. And when it's been done, fulfilled, after America be destroyed, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latin Americans, will be in the kingdom of heaven, enjoying good and riches of gold and pearls and everything that you want. Jake love to have grills. Jake love to have gold chain. Jake love to have riches. You finna have all of that and more. Let's continue on real quick. Verse 17. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron I will also make the officers peace, and bind exactors in righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and gates and thy gates praises. So no more wars, no more talking, no more violence. It's gonna be straight peace, quiet. Why do you think Isaiah 14 it talks about how the nation shall be happy or be at peace? Because it'll be under righteousness, rule and order. Like I said, Jake is not no violent people. Jake is just a peaceful man that just go home, try to love his parents. You know, Jake is a house. It's lucky. Jake is more like an inside type of person. They don't like outside that much. So, you know, they go outside and do, you know, have fun with the youth, but they mainly inside. You know, Jake likes to go on quiet places. They like to travel, see new things, take pictures. Esau is the only one that likes to go outside and start shooting shit down and start building stuff, doing violence, beating the crap out of you for no reason. That's Esau. Esau and Jake is two different people. All right, Israel, so-called Negroes, Latin America, they're peaceful people. They don't like violence like that. They're not like that, man. Esau either made Jake violent, they taught them that way, but Jake is not like that. All right. So in the kingdom of heaven, when we're in right mind and in a peaceful mindset, and we're ruling in righteousness, you're not gonna see no violence. You're not gonna see you're not gonna see no wars happening in diverse places. It's gonna be a peace on earth. That's why the other heathens gonna be happy, because they don't have to worry about war to war anymore. They don't have to worry about developing new weapons to kill people. They're gonna be more worried about just living life. The only thing is that they're gonna be under us, but they're not gonna be worried about being hurt or not being justified or not being just being served to them. They're gonna be okay. Edom's gonna be crying though. His ass gonna be taken. His own kingdom's gonna be taken away. Mount Seir's gonna be given to us. We could take that shit away from him. Everything else, Esau, Edom, he's gonna have the worst. But everybody's gonna be okay. All right, verse 19: the sun shall be no more the light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory. Thy sun shall no more go down, neither shall thy moon withdraw itself. For the Lord shall be thine for everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. and the branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and once a small one shall a strong nation. I, Lord, will hasten it in his time. Hold on, let me close that book out real quick. The Lord, YAHAWASHI, will hasten it in this time. That means he's bringing it to pass fast. Why do you think the days are becoming short? Why do you think the days are shortening as we speak? You think the days are shortening because he just doing it for no reason? No, he's doing it so the kingdom of heaven will come to pass. So for your sake, you Israelites, so-called Negroes, like United Americans. First, for you elect's sake. Book of Matthew talks about it, says he has speed up days for the elect's sake. So y'all won't die in this side, so y'all can have the kingdom of heaven. So what y'all mourn for all these years? The kingdom of heaven is going to come to pass. He have hastened it for this sake, so the whole earth could be at peace, so everybody could be crying. Esau, Edom, get your ass whooped because you kept Israelites, so-called Negroes, like Native Americans, in captivity. You guys will enter the kingdom of heaven very soon, and you guys will have peace. No more worry about the house bills. No worry about the babies getting shot. No worry about being strong. You're going to be strong already. No worry about people not loving, people hating. No, that's all going to be cut off. Scripture says what? No more mourning. No more tears. All that's going to be cut off. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be peace and everlasting. All right? And nobody's going to take that away. That is what it says what? I, the Lord, will hasten. He said, I will hasten it in those days. I, YAHAWAH, YAHWASHI, will hasten it. All right? Nobody's not going to do it but the Lord, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI. And that's what's about to come to pass, the kingdom of heaven. You know, and I thought I'd talk about it because that's what's going to happen after America be destroyed. There's going to be peace. Y'all think this is peace. This is not peace. This is straight up hell. This is just bug out. This is just everybody hating everybody and everybody just trying to act fake, act F this place. I don't want to think about it, to be honest with you. It's just depressing. This place is just depressing. It's straight up depressing. But the kingdom of heaven, that's what I'm looking for. That's what all the prophets are looking for. They're looking for the heaven. They're looking for the kingdom, not this place. This place ass. All right. But that's what I want to get into today. Louis edified by this lesson. Lord, you was edified by the camp. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving me the opportunity to come out here and prophesy today. I do want to give double honor to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. My name is RAWCHAA for the camp prophets in Babylon. Shalom. Oh wait, I got time. What the heck? Take that back. I got time. I got like 52. I got time to bring out more scriptures then. What the heck? Let me go to, what's gonna call it? Book of Deuteronomy. Oh no, I said I'll go to Isaiah 60. Let me get that real quick down. Let's go to chapter Isaiah 61 then, since I got time. Let's go to Isaiah 61. Isaiah 61 verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord, YAHAWAH shines upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach the good tidings unto the meek. Who are the meek? The Israelites, so-called Negroes, like you and the Americans. You guys are the meek. You guys are the humble one. You guys are the one who've been oppressed for centuries, and nobody had cared. All right, you know it's so surprising when a nation get oppressed, a nation say, woe is me, woe is me. All the other nations around the world start caring for that nation, saying we're sorry, we'll support you. Here you go, we get you money, you don't have to owe us back. All right, when Israel said we went through Holocaust, America gives money to them. When Ukraine says we went through this, America gives money to them. French says we went through this, America gives them money to them. But when a Negro like you, an American, or say we went through it, they don't. I'll give you a holiday. What the hell is that? I'll give you a piece of bread. That's what a nation do. Why? Because they oppress us. They don't like us. All right. They humble us down. They put us down in the low. We are the meek. We are in the low. All right. It says, but what? A good time's gonna come to us very soon. As the scripture says, what? The Lord shall hasten it in this time. All right. So it says, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me binding up the brokenhearted, or proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prisons to them that are bounded. Or who is in boundary right now? Who is not in their own land right now? You Israelites, so-called niggas like the Americans. Y'all call yourselves black. Y'all call yourselves Asians. Y'all call yourselves Jamaicans. Some of y'all call yourselves Moab, Chinese. Some of y'all call yourself Japanese because you Israelites are scattered among the heathens. All right? You guys call yourself these things when you're really not that at all. All right? You've been oppressed. You've been subjugated. You've been under curses. People don't fold with you. You get disrespected everywhere you go. You try to be humble. You try to be good. You try to do the right thing, but you still be treated as you're not equals. Why? Because you're under the curses. You have went against the way of the YAHAWASHI. He pushed you through that because you have went against him. All right? You guys are basically brokenhearted. You guys are basically the one that's in trouble. But we're coming in a time where YAHAWASHI is cleaning all that up. You're not going to be brokenhearted anymore in the kingdom of heaven. You're not going to be woe-minded in the kingdom of heaven. You're not going to be effed up in the mindset in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to be okay. You're going to be healed. You're going to be happy. Something that you guys don't know how happiness feels because you're in America, but in the kingdom of heaven, you don't know what the definition of happiness means. You don't know that definition. You're going to know that definition. All right? It says what? To proclaim a liberty to the captives and to open the prison to them that are bounded. Verse 2, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, the day of vengeance of our power, to comfort all that mourn. All right? All Israel mourns. Even the prophets mourns. But YAHAWASHI say he's going to comfort us. He's going to take care of us. All right? It's going to be he said his love is going to be better than motherly love. And all Israel so-called Negroes, Latino, and American love their mother. They love the mother because the mother gives them comfort. A mother gives you a safe haven, a feeling of comfort. Now imagine Heavenly Father give you something that's better than that, better than the motherly love. Boy, as soon as He touches you, you're gonna shed tears. You're gonna be comforted. You know, you're gonna be happy. It's not gonna be shed a tear of mourning. You can shed a tear of relief, of like, damn, everything's okay now. That's what's about to come to pass. Not a damn of crying, of mourning, of depression, crying of mourning of why I can't have the way I want it, or mourning of why can I have not a happy life. No, all that's gonna be taken away. You're gonna have everything that you ever wanted, everything that you imagine is gonna come to pass to you. It says this, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called a tree of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, that He might be glorified. That they shall bind the old waste, they shall rise up the former desolation, and they shall repair the waste city and desolation of many generations. Because our land is in waste right now through the Amalekites. All right, it's got destroyed, but we're gonna rebuild it back up. Well, we're not. The heathen's gonna rebuild it back up for us, and we're gonna live it. We're gonna live forever in it. Verse 5, the stranger shall stand and feed your flock, and the sons of the aliens shall be your plowmen and your vine dressers. For ye shall be named the priests of the Lord, YAHAWASHI. Man shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and their glory shall ye boast yourself. So that means we're going to be prideful. We're going to be righteously prideful in those days. We're going to be glorifying ourselves. We're going to be walking around saying we're better than you other nations. We're better than you. We're on top of you. You know, shut the hell up in my presence. Be quiet in my presence. What the hell? It's lucky. I just killed a fly. But yeah, we're gonna be better than you. We're gonna boast ourselves in front of you. Jake doing that right now. When Jake make out the hood, they boast. They act like they better than everybody else. And the kingdom of heaven, every Jake gonna do that. Every Jake's gonna be thinking they're better than everybody else. Not against their own brothers and sisters or their mothers and fathers, but against you other nations. They're gonna boast their power against you. All right. Verse 7. For your shame ye shall have double. For your shame ye shall have double, and your confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Therefore in their land they shall possess the double, and everlasting joy shall be unto them, unto Israel, so-called Negroes, like to the Americans. Verse 8. For I, the Lord, love judgment. I hate robbery for a burnt offering, and I will direct their works in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. and their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offsprings among the people. All that see them shall acknowledge them, and they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed. All right, that's basically what's gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna be known among many nations. Everybody's gonna be like, damn, those are the chosen people. That's somebody you don't mess with. You don't talk to them. You don't mess with them. You just give them respect and move on. That's how the heathen gonna respect you. You know how you like personal space. You don't like people going up against you. That's how it's gonna be in the key. And when you walking around, let's say you walking around just visit a place. Let's say you just like a scenery. You want to go there. So you go there trying to see it with you. And then when the heathen see you, they're gonna be like, oh, they're gonna back up and be like, oh shoot, this is the main character. They're gonna back up. Everybody's gonna look at you. They're gonna be like, oh, let's not disrespect him. He's the chosen people. He's special. That's how it's gonna be. They're gonna know that you're the chosen people. They're gonna know that you're YAHAWASHI loved you, and nobody else is not gonna touch you. All right. Even though I went more longer, but I went longer because that was a short camp. I didn't want to be short. I wanted to edify more. That's enough. That's good. But that's how it's gonna be. But that's all I want to get into today. Now, Lord Warrior was edified by the camp. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving me the opportunity to come out here and prophesy about what's going to happen next after World War III. I do want to give double honor to the elders and the apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.